So you severed your antenna on your TSM enabled Traxxas receiver and you don't know what to do about it. Well, no worries, because after this video, you still may not know how to fix the darn thing, but you will know how to make one of these, and that's cool enough. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Amazing RC. Well, today we've got a special treat for you guys. Today, well, we have our inclinometer, and I thought it was really cool when I basically stumbled upon it one random update to my Traxxas link system. And what Traxxas did was they took the already existing gyroscope technology that allowed us to have TSM, that really cool Traxxas stability management, and it allowed us to have basically an inclinometer. And I know it sounds like a crazy word, but it's really fancy word for being able to find out an angle live, really. What this is going to do is, while it's inside the receiver in your truck, when you move your vehicle all over the place, your little dials here are going to start moving to the exact, angles that your truck is. And it's going to tell you what angle it is at any certain point in time. What that's going to allow you to do is you can set warnings on your app, and if you start to get too far over at a severe angle and your truck is going to risk tipping over, it'll give you a little buzzer and let you know. Well, I thought that technology was really cool, but I just could never see me with my phone on my transmitter watching my phone and all these angles while my truck is trying to rock crawl. If it's that specific of terrain, I'm going to be watching the truck. So with that said, I didn't think that the technology was dead at all, because I mean, that's really cool stuff. So I thought, well, how else can I utilize this? And for a while I kind of put it down, and I just kind of never thought about it. Then it hit me one time when I chopped the antenna to one of my receivers off, and it was basically useless out bashing the truck around. I said, well, these are not that cheap, so I gotta try to figure out something I can do with this. And then I thought, man, that's got that gyroscope in it, and we have access to the inclinometer. What if I took that receiver and I stuck it to a ramp? Couldn't I make the ramp the tool? Couldn't I make that the inclinometer? And basically, instead of having a live angle finder to your truck that you're never going to pay attention to, you could set the inclinometer to whatever degree you want, and then you can attempt to clear it or traverse it, ineffectively being able to tune or modify your car, upgrade your vehicle for the best possible ride you could get before you ever take it out of your shop or your home. That to me is an extremely huge attribute, and I don't comp crawl. I can only imagine that something like this would be a wonderful attribute to a competition crawler or something. So today, I'm going to show you how I made it, just in case it's something you may be interested in, because I'll tell you, it's not that difficult to make, and it's extremely inexpensive. And I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Okay, so I know that some of you are out there sitting and you're thinking, so it's a giant protractor. And to you I say, yes, it's a big giant protractor. True. However, this giant protractor you can drive over with your RC truck, and it has a color screen and capable of complex angles. Now, before we get too far in the weeds here, let me take you through the entire system and show you exactly what we're working with. Now, as you remember before, we needed the TSM enabled receiver, and that's what you got here. So we've got our TSM enabled Traxxas receiver, which needs power from something. So we've got our 2-cell LiPo here. Now, I'm pretty sure you can power it straight from the battery somehow. I'm not familiar with how to do that. So I've got an ESC out of an old rock crawler here, and that's basically the entire system. Now, I'm not sure if this shutoff's going to work all that great for the battery, so I put a little battery detector here as well, just in case this gets all exciting and fun, and I lose track of time. Here is the ramp. Very simple, nothing major, 3/4 plywood all the way down, little 12-inch tile carpets, you know, on the way up. And then we have the Traxxas Link system, which I have, the app is downloaded to this little iPad here. This I usually will have stored right over here on the wall. That's why you got 4 little pieces of Velcro up there. And that's so that I can actually stand here and mess with the ramp and the angle, and I'll have the iPad right here. Well, then I noticed earlier when I was attempting to do that it was much easier to have the iPad down here somewhere, because I actually found an easier way to adjust the angle of this. Normally I would take these cables up here and I would loosen them up and swap the angle out and retie them down. Well, then I found out that my little safety blocks down here aren't really all that necessary. They just kind of get in the way. And all you got to really do is take this shelf and push it out that way, and it will change that angle. So if you keep an eye on the angle, and I take this ramp and push the bottom of it, you can see that the angle changes. So now we're all the way up to 62 degrees, and we've even kicked over one. Okay, now that we have the inclinometer set at 54 degrees, we're going to take the Komodo from way down there, and we're going to try to get the front wheels to hang over the lip, and I'm going to call that complete. Later on, when I work on descent, I'm going to have some type of platform here, whether it's hinged here and can flip out evenly, or it's just something set on the ground. But we're going to want to be able to, you know, test out descent as well. But for now, we're going to see if we can get this Komodo at 54 degrees all the way up to the top. So there we go. So it seems to be doing 54. Nice and easy. There we go. I like it. 54 degrees. Okay. So we'll take the Komodo, we'll pull it back down, and like we said before, we're trying to find out what the maximum incline for the Komodo is going to be. So we've got 54 degrees. Take this off the wall here, stick it right there, push the bottom of this, and see if we can get this to, there's 55 degrees. Should we go another one? Let's do 2. There's 56 degrees. Famous last words. Let's see if the Komodo will do 56. Set that there. Alright, here we go. Now I may make a little insert here for the bottom to kind of kick up and be able to get on here, because I'll spin my wheels for a second. It'll catch. There we go. Here's 56 degrees, guys. I've got one tire a little bit in the air here. Well, she's going to make it. I like it. I like it. Cool. There's 56. Set her back down. Let's get her to 57 here. There's 57. So I like that it's simple. That's the whole point of this, is to, you know, make it easy. Now, the other side, when I go ahead and I tile it with rock, hopefully it won't be very heavy, because it's still supposed to be a shelf. You know, if it tends to be heavy, then we won't use the fire brick. I'll tile it with something thin, but I want it to be stone. That'll be 2 different surfaces to test on, carpet and stone. It's going to be great. 57 degrees. Let's give that a shot. At some point in time, this thing's going to do a backflip. There she goes. Ooh, that one's in the air. Come on, Komodo. 57. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Here we go. 57 degrees. Come on. Alright, come on, Komodo. Come on, Komodo, get out there. There she goes. Alright, come on. Alright, 57 degrees. Let's see if we can do it. Here we go. 57 degrees. Straighten it out. There she is. 57 degrees. Come on, Komodo. Come on, Komodo. 57 degrees. Come on, Komodo. I won't be trying 58. I guess I gotta roll it backwards. I mean, gotta do it, right? So let's try 58. Even though we know darn well it's not gonna do 58. There's 58, guys. Let's give it a shot. Alright, Komodo. To your death. Alright, there it is. Nope. Come on, one more time. Come on, Komodo. I got a light hanging off the back and everything. Come on, Komodo. Get up there. Alright, 58. Come on. Come on, Komodo. Come on, Komodo. Nope. 57, guys. 57 degrees isn't all that bad. Now, keeping with the 57 degrees, as I stated before, it's a little better than a giant protractor because it is capable of complex angles. Complex angles like 57 degrees by 10 degrees. Now, what that means is not only are you going 57 degrees up in the air, but you are also tilting to the side 10 degrees. So it would be exponentially more difficult. Having the ability to do that is also extremely nice. And it's not difficult either. If you notice down here that all I did was add a small spacer. So just this tiny spacer has pushed us out 10 degrees. Now, the little tiny spacer is not, you know, very accurate. It's a block of wood. So I still obviously have work to do when it comes to the inclinometer. Now, with that said, I've come extremely far. But that does bring us up to the next point. Where can it go besides a giant hunk of wood sitting in the center of the shop? And as I stated before, there's plenty of things that I can do to this more than where we're at now. Remember, it's two-sided. The opposite side, I'm going to probably tile with stone tiles just because I think it'll be quite a bit lighter than if I was going to use... I've got some fire brick outside and it's lighter than normal brick, but it's still tiling this entire thing is going to be quite heavy, and I still want to be able to pick it up off of the ground. I want to be able to store it up there as a shelf. So bricking the opposite side so that you'll have stone on one side and you'll have carpet on the other. I also thought about taking 1/4-inch plywood and maybe putting some Velcro on one side of it and making a full insert all the way down on the carpet side to where you could actually stick it to the carpet, and then you'll not only have carpet stone, but you'll also have plywood. I know down in Florida, you guys down there do a lot of crawling on plywood, so it's definitely good to be able to have the ability to test on that surface as well. Aside from surface, I also want to have a platform so we can work on descent as well. So far, I'm just going to be pulling up a dresser and a cabinet and a cardboard box and basically take the Komodo off the top of that, as long as I can get down the top of this thing to work on descent. But eventually, I'd like to either have a hinged, maybe a hinged platform that can come up and lock, or maybe just slide something underneath it. But that's also in the future as well. One of the other things I want to add to this is something very simple that you're going to see in the immediate future. I just haven't made one yet. But obstacles. Think of it this way. When you've got the carpet side at 54 degrees and 9 degrees, well, what if you had 3 little styrofoam, hills along the way? You'd be amazed at what a small 1/4-inch hill could do. Even little tiny bits of Velcro by themselves are gonna throw a wrench in the game when 57 degrees picks the left wheel 4 inches off the ground. So be on the lookout for some of this stuff, guys. I've got some big ideas for the inclinometer. Guys, don't hold back, man. Tell me what you think of the inclinometer down there in the comments section below. And if you have any tests you want to see me pop on this bad guy here, you let me know and we'll get it done. Until next time, guys, it's Brian. Amazing RC, and we'll be building the crazy stuff on down here. We'll see you guys with another really cool video very, very soon.